Hi guys, it's me, just listening again, and for this video, I shall be talking about the ninth episode of the first season of Halo, and the name of the episode is Transcendence, which is something that Dr. Halsey's been talking about with the Spartan 2 program in Pacific, and she said that because human evolution is going a little bit too slow for her taste, she got obviously boosted to make the Spartans and other people and stuff, I'm assuming, transcend evolution so that we can reclaim a proper place in society, in the biological world, or something like that. I think that was a concept that was been mentioned in the books. I'm not 100% sure on that. It may have been touched upon in the main games per se, but I don't know. This show is going kind of overlooked here. Now, what's important about this episode in particular is that it's the season finale for Halo. So, thanks the rings for that. I'm very happy to report that there will not be more season 1 episodes. Thank Christ for that. Because this show is going to get a little bit odd. Not in a good way, it's like odd, is like very, very bizarre. So they have it so that Captain Halsey is going against humanity and therefore humanity, and in charge of all kind of war crimes and all kind of things against humanity. And how should you put that? That was something that well in the game, especially Halo 5, I believe, where Halsey ended up going against the whole human race and all that. But in that game, she'd own one arm. The other arm was taken out by something or other. She was Dr. Stubby. Now, in this one, she takes on a full Falcon, and she's supposed to get away from everything. When none of the Spartans arrive and try to stop her, and Miss Rainbowhead, her name is Kyan in the show, she tries to stop it, and she boards the escaping ship. We may not Falcon, but she gets on the ship and is about to take her down, and then she removes her helmet. Very, very dumb move, as you will see soon. But then she says, who am I? Who am I really? So Halsey gives out the same line like you were reading a fortune cookie. You are who you were always meant to be. And then while Kaya's being distracted by Halsey's rather confusing quotation, she is hit on the head by her assistant guy with a big hammer or a big piece of metal or something. She goes unconscious there. It would be nice if she had won the helmet, because I believe that in the books at least, they say that Dr. Halsey can tell the Spartans taught by how they walk around, how they move around in the armor. So you don't need to have that facial recognition to be able to make a positive identification on the person. But apparently she does, because apparently this is a really stupid quote. So anyway, leading up to the part where she actually boards the escaping ship, they show Kite running around, running after her, trying to catch up to her ship, and eventually she does. But I like the way they show her using the Spartan sprint, and it's pretty cool. Up until they show a nice view of her nice Spartan ass, and kind of lose the effect whenever they show the super soldier booty. John does have a nice Spartan booty too, but I'm working right. He's a man, not ugly. But anyway, they have her aboard the ship, and she successfully escapes for about 2 seconds before the Kai comes in, and she had to go into a escape pod, and then she escaped for all 3 seconds afterwards, and then it crash landed, and she's found by the UNC MPs, and she has to she put on trial, captured, put on trial, and that kind of thing. So then they show the Spartans, and the Spartans go over to find out, get the artifact back, maybe Monkey too, because Monkey has gone full traitor mode, and she sold the UNSC, and then she went too. But she thinks that she can go on a sacred, great journey with the rest of the Covenant. Because she thinks that she's one of them, even though she's a human being. And the prophet, I forgot which prophet it is, but she says in the own language, so that Maki can't hear them, that they're gonna leave her alone to burn with the rest of her race. Which is kind of underhanded even for the Covenant to betray someone like that. But I guess Prophet, of course, she is a human, all that. She'd be like double crossed by her founders and makers, which isn't right. But they're on like a weird desert planet, like a desert like temple, like a stone temple, and it's really quite nice. I wish that they include that in one of the games. Although I think it'd be kind of interesting to actually show they actually do a Halo game based upon the Halo TV show. That might be something interesting. Where like 90% of the time you play with the Spartans without the song. That'd be kind of fascinating. Although I would like to see a real life game in which they portray the Spartans before they get the armor, according to the book mythology. That would be cool. But anyway, this fight is actually pretty awesome because they have Maki in like a weird like a ceremonial suit that looks like Luthor's power suit, and it's pretty funny what happened during the actual fight, because the Spartans arrived in the middle of the procedure, and in the middle of their, worshiping holy artifacts and all that crap about to be activated and all that. And then the Spartans come by to take you away from the covenant. Now, what's so funny is that the prophet, he refers to them as the demon. That's like John's pet name from the covenant perspective. He's like, the demon this, demon that, and demon the other thing. Which is very funny because I would think that the word, that in context, the word demon means Spartan, like the entire group, not just one individual, not like it'd be like with the demons instead of just one, but in it, I'm sure they refer to them as just the Spartan. So I guess the others don't really count for this. Although that'd be real funny if they refer to them as demons, like to the demons. Also, to the same matter, the prophet refers to he wants to release the zealots, which, according to game logic and book logic, the zealots are the gold elites, the high-ranking elites, and the warriors that want to kill every human possible on the road will fight and all that. But yet they employ the brutes. So I thought that at this point in the Covenant War, I thought that elites were the only high-ranking zealots in there. Then that was actually pretty funny. And what was even more funny is that they show the brute that was in the previous episode, wailing on the chief. They show the chief actually fighting with the brute in a very CGI heavy sequence in which the brute obviously takes the chief and all the other Spartans and uses them for radicals and target practice. It's just really funny because, you're always led to believe that the chief is like this big ultimate warrior that's like a badass guy, and then treat him like a plaything. Because the brutes are like so much more powerful and so much more imposing in physical strength that they dwarf everybody. Which is really something special. I actually like that. And what was even more impressive was that they kept doing the things they did in the Doom movie, where the movie sucked for up until I don't know how long it was, but 5% of the movie was a first person movie. And they did that in this one with the chief fighting with the brutes. And it was actually really something really impressive. So very good. They found the good thing. Even though they went this part in the show to actually do it in. But unfortunately though, the chief got wailed on too much. And they have the brute actually stomping on his head in the helmet, and it's almost cracking like a walnut under the pressure of this guy. And then you see Mikey there trying that you shouldn't beat Chief being crushed like that. Now, I think that they missed a golden opportunity by having this. They missed a golden opportunity. They should have his line, "He was my lover," which was a brute quote yeah, blue quote from one game. If you have the I would have been your daddy article on, that would be funny as shit. That would make this moment all more epic and awesome. But unfortunately, they didn't, because obviously we can't silly things in this moment. But it would be funny because they would love it at one point. Or I should say, star-crossed lovers at this point. And they can show Maki activating the artifacts to try to restrict the boots and the pirates from killing the Spartans. And it was like really funny that she did this to allegiance to the human side was gone. And it was like really weird that they have weird connection with the chief and the other people, because she hid the fact that she got rid of the pointer nail thing, the blade that was meant for the chief. So in any case, she distracted them by activating all the artifacts, both and it was supposed to be like a big star map that led to the Halo array. But I mean the first Halo ring from Halo 1. But this is very stupid, because yes, this is very stupid in the games too. But whenever something gets activated, like the Halo rings, or like anything to do with the Forerunners or the technology of the advanced reach and all that, every Covenant member, no matter what they're doing, no matter who they're killing, no matter who they're torturing, they always stop what they're doing, and they look up at the sky and see all the pre-lights and lines and stuff going on, and they look like a bunch of trees that are caught in a rainstorm. They're like, meanwhile, the Spartan might get the upper hand and kill you, while you're up there looking like more like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. I don't understand what it means, but it's so beautiful. Can I touch it? And that's so goddamn funny to me. And yet, the Spartan does eventually beat back the bad guys. And they do something. Well, this go on. Maggie and John teleport again to the little safe space on the hill ring, so that nobody else can detect. No prophet, no human can detect it. And they have the rest of the Spartans fighting all the boots and stuff, while the chief is like zoned out during this process. And he takes on the pose like bending the knee to some space thing, which is like very funny. I mean, you got this whole big grand battle going on, and you got all these targets and stuff going on and trying to shoot you and your teammates, while you're like zoned out, like. Until somebody said, no, go wake him up, go get him. And luckily, Kai ends up shooting my kid in the chest. So then, during the slow fantasy vacation trip she goes on, she ends up dying in John's shared memory or shared fantasy. Because if you die in the Matrix, you die in real life too. Or vice versa. So anyway, then he gets turned on together. He gets tricked to shoot a bunch of the enemy. And he said to Cortana, that I gotta get my teammates and I gotta get the artifacts, because right before he ends up waking up from his little cold snap at somebody who plotting a grenade at them. So it didn't kill him outright like it should do in the games. It's just under my conscience. And yes, you do have the annoying beep 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 whenever the shields drop down. So she's like, but I want to control your body. And he said, oh, you should control my body. And she said, no, I can't do that. And everything. So he gets knocked out for some reason, allowing Cortana to control his body so that he can grab the artifact without being zoned out or paralyzed and all that. So it do look a weird thing like Yu-Gi-Oh does, like where you switch your consciousnesses with the guy Yu-Gi or something like that. So then it switch plays, and then Cortana shoots everything in sight, root or leads, grunt and everything else. In a very weird first person / dual mode, in which she shoots forward and then she separates her arms be like this. And she's shooting things with the plasma pistols, which aren't very strong in roots, but I get that past the show. I wish that they would have a control method like that for the mechanical dual thing. And I think that they got the idea from the Halo Legend story of the package, in which one of the Spartans did the same thing with their plasma rifles. And let's see here, so like a boss, the chief or Cortana grabs the artifacts and takes them over to the Falcon and with them with teammates. And then the whole thing does a little feel about the Transcendence and going beyond evolution, like evolution with the next step for humanity, but I got a bigger amount for you. So I'm more powerful than the X-Men. So yeah, the show was very strange in the first season. It was very weird. It was the characters I like Quan and like Cortana, Chief, and Dr. Halsey. But then there were weird moments. Yeah, well, I would say that the entire first season and the last episode with my happy face too, because it was different, but it was someone else at the hill I don't love. I thank you for watching my video on the 9th episode of the first season of the Halo TV show. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot for all the differences and the ability to pitch it was different. And yeah. Oh yeah, the name of the episode was Transcendence, which is a big thing for Halsey as well as for the former too. But I don't think that we're gonna get any advanced things about the former the next season, whatever. But I think this one lasted 2 seasons. Not even 2 full seasons. Like a season like 13 plus episodes. Anyway, if you like what you see here and you want to see more of my stuff, you can always like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And also, you can also contact me for future information on my future videos, like call me or texting me at 631-707-3707. Or if you'd like to follow me on Twitter or X, I prefer at PNothingPro. Or you can get my email at jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. So I still think that like all the science fiction stuff, the Halo universe, the Halo games, the sci-fi games in general, and if you want, you can always peace out my brothers and sisters. I'll see you in the next video. All you girls and guys in Interland. Sayonara.